Come on, Chloe, this is good. This is really good. Stretch it out. And extend. Excellent, excellent. Okay, everyone. Finish up. And down. 58.02. That is a personal best.
Thanks to you.
Okay, everyone, as you know, this is my last night.
Oh.
Ray's back tomorrow.
But we want you.
Yeah.
Thanks. Look, it's been a great week. I've enjoyed it very much. Now it's time to pack up, get your stuff, get out of here. Go on. See you later.
You're spunkier than Ray.
Come on, Chloe. It's after 8 o'clock. Your dad will be waiting for you.
No, he can't pick me up tonight. I'll have to walk home.
Can't get a lift with one of the team?
No, room. I already asked.
Well, I can't have you walk home. You grab your stuff. I'll give you a lift.
Thanks, Ben.
Chloe, look, it's been great working together this week, but these feelings that you're talking about are what's called a teenage crush.
No, I'm in love with you.
And I'm really flattered, but there's no way that I can respond.
Why?
Well, for one thing, it's against the law.
I'm 16.
It doesn't matter. You're in my care.
Look, just kiss me, touch me, please.
Chloe, stop it. You are a child. I am not interested. Okay? Chloe, I'm sorry.
Joe, those crime reports need filing?
Just on my desk.
Hey, mate, how'd the coaching end up?
Yeah, fine. Not sorry it's over, though.
Finding it a bit demanding, Benny.
Oh, all those nubile young women.
I didn't even know you could swim, Ben.
Sure he can. Haven't you seen him dog paddle on the bath?
No, but I find it very interesting that you have.
You don't have to be able to swim. Just have to swag around in your sluggos with a stopwatch.
Oh, OK, Mr. Expert. You can take over from Ray next time he goes away, eh? Chloe, hi.
Yes. What can I do for you?
I'd like to speak to the person in charge, please.
Well, I'm Sergeant Gallagher. What can I do for you?
It's about a sexual assault by a member of the police force.
I'm sorry?
Don't you come near her. That man tried to have sex with my daughter.
So what's the story?
There is no story. Who is she? She's just one of the girls in the swimming squad. And nothing. I gave her a lift home last night. She came on to me.
How did you respond?
Well, how do you reckon? You tell us. Well, I straightened her out.
I'd choose my words a little carefully if I was you, mate.
I told her no, in no uncertain terms.
So why is her mother making a complaint?
I've no idea, but Chloe will set him straight. I'm sure that's what she's doing now. Is that all sorted?
A word, please. Can I borrow your office?
Yeah, you mind if I see you?
He's not on trial, PJ. He doesn't need a defence counsel.
Yet.
Sit. All right. I need to get this perfectly clear for your sake. You were alone with this girl sitting in your car.
Yes.
For how long?
I don't know, in total about 10 minutes, maybe longer. She was pretty worked up.
And you didn't touch her?
Well, no, I mean, not in that way.
In what way?
She threw herself at me and I had to push her away. Why, what's Chloe saying?
That you forced yourself on her and she was the one fighting you off.
What?
That you kissed her, fondled her breasts, touched her vagina through her clothes and asked her to have sex with you.
Well?
That didn't happen, none of it. We simply talked.
About what?
She'd developed a crush on me and I was trying to let her down kindly. Was that wrong?
No. But it puts you in a pretty invidious position.
Well, what was I supposed to do? Kick her out of the car?
She hadn't been in the car in the first place.
I only gave her a lift because I didn't think it was safe for her to walk home on her own.
There was no kissing or anything like that at all?
No. I mean, not really.
Not really.
Well, earlier, Chloe swam a really good time. When she got out of the pool, she hugged me and I think she may have. Yeah, she probably did kiss me then.
And you let this happen?
I didn't let it happen.
Were there any witnesses?
Yes, but, I mean, that sort of thing happens when you're coaching.
I've got one very angry parent in there and it's just your word against the girls that nothing else happened.
Am I being charged?
It's for ESD to decide. We have to take her allegations seriously.
Just give me 5 minutes with Chloe and I'll sort the whole thing out.
That is out of the question. You can't have any contact with her at all. We'll be in touch. Thank you.
She is clearly lying. She can't even look Ben in the eye.
Let's all just get back to work, shall we? Ben, Don't go anywhere. We're going to need another chat.
Chat, that's never good. That means the toe cutters.
Well, they can't call him in just over her word, can they?
It's not a complaint, Joe. It has to be investigated.
And everybody knows that coppers are all sex maniacs.
Look, we know it's crap, mate. But finding evidence is going to be the hard bit.
What about my track record? I mean, it's not like I go around grabbing every woman I see.
Ben Stewart.
Angela White? My God, what are you doing here?
I'm reporting a lost mobile.
Oh, you are a sight for sore eyes.
Oh, my God, so are you.
Ben?
What, right now?
Yeah, we're ready for you.
I've got this other thing I've got to deal with. This is PJ. Can you look after Angela for me?
Yeah, sure.
The first thing I want to say is that personally, I believe you.
Thank you.
As I'm sure everyone here does. But any complaint against a member, especially when it involves an allegation of sexual assault, is extremely serious.
Look, I understand that, boss, but this is just a fantasy.
Even so.
Yeah, surely we can just sort this out.
Oh, that's what I was hoping, but unfortunately, it's not working out that way.
Ben, we gave Chloe your version of events, and she refutes them. She's sticking by her original statement. Mrs. Miles wants to take this to the full extent of the law.
Oh, does she?
So would I if it were my daughter, wouldn't you?
So what happens now?
I'll be informing Inspector Falcon Price.
And he'll notify ESD. Well, I might as well resign now.
Stewart, if you're innocent, you'll be cleared. No harm will be done.
No harm. With him, I'll be hung out to dry.
The process is there to protect both you and the girl.
That's crap. The process is there to keep things looking nice and clean. They're going to crucify
Joe.
you. Well, ESD don't care how many members get hurt along
Thanks,
the way.
Joe. I really need to hear that.
Tess, I'd like to see what Chloe Miles has to say.
Sorry,
It's an alleged sexual assault. It's a CI matter.
it's an ESD matter, PJ. You
Fine.
know that.
I'm Benjamin.
PJ, it's not your case to investigate. Please stay out of it. Well, we've still got a station to run.
What, do you want me to photocopy your notes?
Sergeant.
Benny, if I'm going to go in and bat for you, I need to know what happened. So, there's no truth in what she said.
No, God, no, this has come from nowhere.
Okay.
The notes.
Sarge won't be happy.
Yeah, well, she's not going to know.
It sure is good to know that when the chips are down, your sergeant's right there for you.
Look, she's just doing a job, mate.
Yeah, and what is her job exactly? Always assuming the worst.
She's not doing that.
Ah, she's just been waiting for me to stuff up again.
You haven't stuffed up.
Of course I have. I didn't want a girl walking home on her own, so I gave her a lift. Can't have that. No, it could lead to allegations.
Unfortunately, it has.
I don't want to know. Hey, where did Angel get to?
Angel?
Angela.
Hey, yeah, what was that about? You know, as soon as she walked in, she was almost strangled by Mr. I never touched anybody. Kidding.
Well, she had to shoot through.
Was she going to stick around town? Did she say?
She said she'd catch up, but she had plenty of questions for you, though, Benny. She wanted to know if you're married, if you had kids, is he happy?
Well, you've been keeping her in the dark.
What's the story anyway? There's obviously a bit of history there.
Yeah, there's quite a bit. Angel was my first wife.
How many other wives has he got these filmings about?
If you squeeze this Angel in before Rachel, must have been young.
18. We were only married for a minute and a half. Well, 3 beautiful weeks to be precise.
3 weeks.
And how old was she? 12?
No, she was the same as me. We met in the Salvation Army band.
You're kidding.
No, we did. She played a mean tambourine. Anyway, we fell in love, and it was a hell of a big deal. We ended up running away together.
What happened?
Well, we had a honeymoon in the camping ground at Lake's entrance. It was perfect. It rained the whole time. And all we had was this tiny little 2-man tent that leaked, but we didn't care.
So, what happened between the two of you?
Well, Angel's parents arrived and dragged her back home and then sent her off to live with rellies in Europe.
It's a bit rough.
They persuaded her somehow that marrying me was not a good idea because a couple of months later I got a letter asking for a divorce.
What, and you agreed?
Well, I didn't fight it.
How do you wish you had? They say your first true love is your one true love.
Well, it was over 16 years ago. Anyway, went to uni, met Rachel, and the rest is history.
Yeah, and if Rachel walked in here right now, would she put a smile on your face like Angela did?
Of course she would.
Yeah, right.
Somebody please tell me what you can all find to laugh about at a time like this. I mean, I could use a good laugh. Gone. But you knew I was coming.
Not until after we let the complainants go,
I
sir.
want to speak to them. Get them back here.
Now?
Now, Sergeant, yes. This is all we need.
It is most unfortunate for Stuart.
I wasn't thinking about Stuart. I was thinking about the region. The last thing we need is another sex scandal involving a member.
With all due respect, sir, we don't know that anything happened. All we have is an allegation.
Which is untrue, sir.
What is it about you, Stuart? You seem to attract trouble like flies to old meat.
I don't think that's quite fair.
What have we got on the girl? With any luck, she's a bit of a slut.
Absolutely not. She's a decent kid and a talented swimmer.
You are not doing yourself any favours by defending her.
I don't want any favours.
Even if she does have a history of sexual promiscuity, that has no relevance here.
No, but if there is something, the parents might consider withdrawing the complaint.
We're not about to suggest that.
It is our duty to point out the very painful and extremely public process this might involve for the girl.
Except that might come across as a threat.
Well, I'm sure that you can be more diplomatic than that, Sergeant. And I'm also sure you want to do everything in your power to protect the integrity of your station.
Well, at least it sounds like Rusty's on your side.
Oh, Tess will fight him every inch of the way on that, won't she?
Why don't you go home? You can't be expected to work.
No, it'd look like an admission of guilt.
No, it wouldn't. Go and find Angela, catch up on old times.
Later.
How do you feel about her now, anyway?
I don't know. It all ended before it even had a chance.
Do you still love her?
It was a long time ago.
Still?
I'm not going to do this all by myself, Mike.
Okay, I'm here, aren't I?
She's your daughter as well as mine.
Thanks for coming back in.
That's all right. We want something done.
Just come through.
This is Chloe's father.
Michael Morris.
That's the animal over there. You ought to be locked up and the key thrown away.
Excuse me, if we could just...
Senior, just through here, thank you.
So now I can't even speak.
Hey, just stay out of it, mate.
It'll all be fine.
You're fine, considering what they're saying in there about me now.
Well, find out.
Joe, don't go in there.
He wanted me to rub it.
You mean masturbate him? Yes.
Sorry, I just need Sergeant Gallagher's signature on this. It'll take a moment.
This didn't need to be
Are
done.
you sure you didn't misunderstand what he was asking you to do?
No, she didn't. Chloe, tell the inspector the other thing he made you do.
That's all I heard.
She's making it up.
Did sound convincing.
It's not as bad as it seems.
Hey?
Well, originally she said you only wanted to have sex with her. Now she's saying it actually happened.
How does that help me?
She's changing her story.
Yeah, making it sound worse.
Rest assured, we will leave no stone unturned.
So, why is he still working here?
Maria?
Well, how many other young girls has he done it to?
Mrs. Miles, please. We may need to speak to Chloe again, but hopefully not too soon. Thanks. The inspector and I think it'd be a good idea if he took a few days off.
Because that woman says so. So she's calling the shots now, is she?
No, Ben, I'm doing things my way.
Yeah, and it stinks.
It's as good as saying he's guilty.
Well, some people think I am.
Don't worry, you go. You'll look after it.
No, Joe, you won't.
Well, it wouldn't hurt to get a bit of background on the girl.
Absolutely not. There'll be no digging around for dirt on Chloe Miles.
Well, sounds like Rusty wants us to.
I don't care. That's not procedure. The girl has rights.
So she can say what she likes about Ben and he doesn't have a right to defend himself.
Of course he does. But we don't do that by demonising the victim.
Oh, you know, it's funny. I thought I was the victim. Glad to know where I stand.
Look, the more contradictions in a statement, the better.
Yeah, right. Tell that to the barrister.
Well, hopefully he won't get to that.
Test driving the wagon?
It's up to Falcon Price, and he just wants it to go away.
And if they have to get me out of the job to do that, so be it. He doesn't give a rat's about anything but his reputation.
It ain't that bad. Look on the bright side. You've got a gorgeous blonde after you.
Yeah, who's disappeared. He probably found out I'm a sexual predator.
Whose car is that?
I don't know.
Hi. I was wondering when you get back.
Angel, what are you doing here?
Oh, look at me.
How did you find this place?
That really nice woman in the pub gave me directions.
Ah, Chris.
In exchange for finding out all about you, I suppose.
Yeah, of course. She's a little bit nosy, isn't she? Oh, by the way, there's no milk left. And the shower was cold. I think there's something wrong with the gas.
How did you get in?
Bathroom window was open. I was dying for a pee. Lucky I wasn't a burglar.
You're incorrigible.
And I borrowed your dressing gown. I hope you don't mind.
That's PJ's, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought the room was a bit messy for you. Do you want it back?
No, it's fine. You keep it.
So, Ben, huh? Gee, you've done really well. I mean, this is a great place.
It's my house.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
How long are you here for?
Well, I was on my way to Echuca and, I wasn't even planning on stopping in Mount Thomas at all. It's sort of a funny little place, isn't it?
Funny?
Yeah, you know.
Funny.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave you to it.
Look, don't rush off because of me.
Now I've got to fill the gas bottle.
So, Ben.
So?
Oh, 3 kids.
Yeah.
Madeline, Emma, and...
Yeah, Josh. Yeah, he's the youngest.
Josh, wow. And they live in Perth with their mother?
Geez, Chris was chatty.
You get to see them very often?
You know, as much as I can.
I bet you are a really terrific father.
What about you? You got kids?
No. I'd love to, but... Well, my marriage didn't work out either. Not in that way.
What have you done to Chloe? You bastard! I trusted you to look after my
She's
squad,
making
you
it up.
bloody pedophile!
Hell, mate! I told you she's lying.
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing?
Some mate you proved to be.
You called me a pedophile.
Yeah, okay.
It comes charging into my house.
It probably wasn't a good idea to king hit
I
him.
didn't king him.
He
I
was
just...
lying on the floor.
I gave him an ice pack. He's not very happy.
Anyway, it was self-defence. He took a swing at me first.
He did. I saw the whole thing. But he's talking about pressing charges.
Pressing what? Oh, you don't need these complications, Ben. I'll talk to him.
You all right?
Oh, yeah.
What was all that about?
It's just a misunderstanding.
He's out of control. He can't bash someone like this and get away with it.
No, but it's not a good idea to take the law into your own hands.
I'm not taking it into my own hands. I'm going to report him.
Right.
I don't care if he is a copper.
Well, that's well within your rights, sir, but I'd think about it.
Why should I?
Didn't you take a swing at him first?
He's probably destroyed the chances of the only world-class swimmer this district has ever produced.
The allegation against Ben Stewart is false.
Oh, you would say that.
You came into his house. He took a swing at him. You press charges against him, and you'll be in more strife than he is.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't give him the satisfaction. Don't think this is going
Right,
away.
listen to me.
You'll pay for what you did.
Ben, leave it.
Look, he's not going to press charges, so be grateful.
Grateful? I should be grateful?
Ben, you don't need the complication.
I know exactly what I need. I'm going to come clean about the whole thing. I've talked it through with Angel, and she's right. Honesty is the best policy.
Well, if this Mr.
Pearson, Ray Pearson.
If he's willing to forget about it, why are we having this conversation?
Well, because he might change his mind.
Ben has to get in first, or else it looks like he's got something to hide.
Sorry, who are you?
Angela White.
And what's your connection with this?
Well, I saw the whole thing. And it was just like Ben said, it was self-defence.
What were you doing at the house?
Visiting.
Angela's Ben's wife.
My first wife. It's a long story.
You're full of little surprises today, aren't you, Stuart? Well, if that's all.
I'll pass on this new information to the inspector.
Come on, Tess, this is a private conversation.
There are no private conversations in a matter like this.
If Ben's done the right thing.
Yeah, your honesty should go a long way, but it's still evidence to do with the case.
How is it evidence?
You've made us aware of another person who obviously thinks you're guilty.
And we have to follow it up.
All of the girls were after me.
Oh, that is not true.
It is true. Anyway, you wouldn't know. You were so naive.
Oh, rubbish.
Oh, I can believe that.
It was a dreamboat.
Oh, sorry to be the one to break it to you, but it's all over for you, Ben.
Thanks, Jonesy. That's not about you.
I've got a photo of you somewhere.
Are you kidding?
So how long are you staying in town anyway?
Well, no plans, but, I may as well stick around till you guys find my mobile phone.
Yeah, well, I'm sure Chris has got a spare room. No, don't be crazy. She's going to stay with us.
Really?
You don't mind, do you?
No, not at all. The couch is a bit lumpy, though.
No, I'll take the couch. You can have my bed.
Here.
Oh, you're kidding.
This is Ben and I, just before we got married. Both 18.
Look at that.
That is a good look.
Remind you of anyone?
Can you feel that drag? Watch what you do with your left hand under the water.
Mr. Pearson,
Nice, Gretel.
how they going? They working hard?
This a social call, is it?
No, it's mainly about the matter from yesterday.
We might be getting a visit from Ethical Standards Department.
What, it's Ben pressing charges?
Not exactly, but they want to know why you've called him a pedophile.
Well, he is, isn't he?
What have you heard?
Maria Miles told me Chloe had been sexually assaulted by Ben.
So apart from that statement and some rumour and innuendo, you don't have any actual proof of this, do you?
I guess not.
So it's possible Chloe made all this up.
Why would she?
She made up stories before?
She doesn't make up stories. She's totally dedicated. She trains hard. She does what she's told. She's a good girl. Sean, keep that arm down. You're not swimming through surf. Is that all?
Does Chloe have a boyfriend?
That's all, thanks.
What did you do that for? I was onto something.
Just be careful, okay?
Yeah, well, Chloe could be having it off with the entire town and we wouldn't know about it.
Pearson's statement can't hurt Ben. It's the main thing.
Is Ben with you guys?
I don't think Ben will be coming back for a while.
Is that because of Chloe?
Why would it be because of Chloe?
I heard she had sex with Ben. Is that true?
And you are?
Oh, Greta Wagner.
Have you got a moment for a little chat?
Yeah, sure. What do you want to know?
No, we'll do it outside.
Okay, can I just get changed first?
Sure.
Thanks.
She approached us.
That's right.
Hey, Gretel, that was quick. I'm Joe and this is PJ.
G'day. So, gonna make the next Olympics?
Me? No. Chloe's the only one with the chance of doing that.
Pretty good, is she?
Yeah, the way she trains.
Any time for boyfriends?
Chloe? Ah, she wouldn't let a guy near her.
So she's not a party girl, then?
No, all she does is train, go home, go to school. Boring.
She get along well with Ben?
Yeah, I suppose.
Just as a coach or...
Oh, well, she put on a big act of kissing him, but that didn't mean anything.
Why'd he say that?
Well, Ben's not interested in her. All this stuff about her having sex with him.
Is that what she's saying?
Well, isn't she?
I don't know, you tell us.
Well, what if she was saying that?
Well, it'd be crap.
Why?
Why would Ben be interested in her if he was having sex with me? It was really romantic, you know. There's no age difference when we're together.
And this was on Tuesday night?
After training.
Mm-hmm. Where?
In his car. You know the car park behind the pavilion down the Oval? There.
And what happened?
And we kissed and cuddled a bit.
Is that all?
And then we had sex.
Well, that can mean a lot of things.
Sex. Don't you know what sex means?
You had intercourse.
Sex, yes.
Did he use a condom?
Ben's very responsible. And I'm 17 if that's what you're worried about.
When did you turn 17, Gretel?
On Thursday, actually. You can still wish me happy birthday.
So you were still 16 when you allegedly had sex with Ben Stewart?
But I was legal.
Your age isn't the only consideration. Ben was in a position of care and responsibility as your coach.
Yes, but this happened after training.
That doesn't matter.
So Ben could get into trouble? I didn't want that to happen.
No, I did not have sex with Gretel Wagner or with Chloe Miles. In fact, it's been so long since I've had sex, I can't remember what it's like.
We don't need a blow-by-blow account of your sex life.
Oh, no,
mate.
it sounded like it to me.
We're just trying to check the girl's claims.
When was this supposed to happen?
Tuesday after training.
What were you doing at the time?
I was having sex with Gretel and Chloe and all the female members of the squad, obviously.
Come on, you're not helping yourself.
I don't know what I did after training. I was probably lying in the sofa at home watching television.
Great. Can you confirm that?
Well, I was out and so was Joe.
But then, on the other hand, maybe I wasn't watching telly at all. Maybe I was, down the pub getting plastered or browsing the aisles of the sex shop.
Then watch it. This attitude is not going to help you with ESD.
I don't need my attitude, Tess. Yours will do nicely.
So now it's 2.
The second girl is not actually making a complaint.
Fat lot of difference that makes. What about the first girl? Can we discredit her at least?
It's ESD's job to investigate, sir.
You have informed them, Inspector.
I thought I'd give you a chance to clear one of your own.
That's not our job, sir. Any delay in contacting ESD goes against procedure and against Senior Constable Stewart.
I determine what steps we take, Sergeant.
Not in the book I'm familiar
Sergeant.
with.
Our station could face recrimination, sir, and the girls' rights need to be addressed.
What about me, Croydon? What about my rights? I already have one sexual misconduct case proceeding. I don't need another.
Well, you've got another.
I have Monica Draper breathing down my neck. She'll blame me. She'll say it's all about my leadership. She's been after me for years.
It may well be that Stewart is actually the victim here.
Oh, no, Croydon. I am the victim. I am the victim of Stewart's endless misadventures. That man has caused me more grief than everyone else in the district combined.
Rusty's gone completely traumatic.
I wouldn't make a habit of doing that, Joe.
Sorry.
He's finally bringing in ESD.
Oh, well, it's nice working with you. I might as well resign now.
He might actually get a fairer hearing from Monica Draper.
Don't pretend to give us stuff about me, Sergeant.
Why do you think I'm trying to keep this investigation on the level?
Because you care more about procedure than one of your own members.
If we let misconduct get in the way, it's going to look like a cover-up. And I don't believe we have anything to cover up. I do think you're innocent, you know, Ben.
Thank you. Look, I'm sorry.
Just go home. You two prove my point. In going against procedure, you found Gretel and made things so much worse for him.
You stop. Now just listen. You don't have to go too long, all right?
Don't touch me. Leave me alone.
Got a fabulous action. Really smooth.
Thanks.
Must be one of the famous squad, huh?
Yeah.
That other girl's really good too, isn't she?
Gretel?
What, Gretel Wagner?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's her. She was the one that was with that spunky coach, Ben.
Gretel? No.
Yeah, they were snogging in his car after training last week. That's what I heard, anyway.
No, that's impossible. Gretel always gets either a lift with my dad or hers.
Well, did she get a lift with you last Tuesday?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, well, rumours, huh?
What sort of car does Senior Constable Stewart drive?
It's an old Mercedes, sort of brown.
Interior?
Big seats that lay back. Lots of room.
What are the seats made of?
Oh, the usual stuff?
Vinyl?
Yeah, that's it.
Not leather?
I don't really know the difference.
What colour?
I can't remember.
Do you remember what the time was when you and Senior Constable Stewart had sex in his car?
About 9:30.
Right, you looked at your watch, did you?
I don't wear a watch, not since it got pinched from the change rooms.
So, how did you know what the time was?
Or the clock in his car.
And what time did that say?
It said 9:30.
Well, that's interesting because the car clock in Senior Constable Stewart's car is broken. It's been stuck on 3:10 for months. Drives me crazy whenever he gives me a lift. Chloe, you've never been in this car, have you?
You just couldn't let it go, could you? Did nothing I say about the integrity of this case get through to you, Joe?
Yeah, why do you think I was trying to undo the damage?
You have a warped sense of justice.
Well, at least we got rid of her before ESD turned up.
So they'll be here tomorrow, will they?
Yeah, I suppose so. I've asked Mr. and Mrs. Miles to be available in case.
Well, that might explain it.
Explain what?
This thing I saw between Chloe and her father at the swimming pool.
Yeah? What happened?
Well, they just both seemed really stressed out. Probably thought of more questions.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
G'day. You've been shopping.
Yeah, a little something for dinner on Ben's request. We have mango chutney, papadums, rice, bananas.
Oh, it sounds like,
Lamb
korma.
lamb korma.
You all right?
Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Slow, eh?
Okay, now, I think it'll be a good idea if no one talks about work tonight.
Yeah, or sex.
He's making a really big effort to be cheerful.
Are you sure he's expecting all of us?
Yeah. Be sure to wipe your feet.
Angela in charge.
I'm about to wipe my feet on the head in a minute.
PG the door.
Sorry. What's going on?
Chloe, it's all right. It's all right.
Are you mad? This is the girl who's just accused you of being a sexual predator.
I didn't invite her, okay? She just turned up.
And you let her in.
What was I supposed to do? Turn her away?
Well, it would have been smart.
Look, she's been crying. She was extremely upset. I felt I should listen to her, you know? Not because it's got anything to do with me.
What's she doing here in the first place?
That's what I don't know. I mean, she was in such a state, I didn't get a chance to find out. She was only here for a minute before you lot arrived.
Her parents know that she's here?
Well, I doubt that very much, don't you? Anyway, better get her back before they start to...
No! So not to be alone with her ever again.
Look, she came to me. I need to see this through.
How much thinner do you want the ice to get, mate?
Stay here.
That was you at the pool. Didn't know you were the police.
How are you going, Chloe?
I want to see Ben.
That's not going to be possible. I think you know the reason why. Come on. I'll get you home.
Maybe I should. I'd like to, if that's okay.
Okay? Take Jones, too?
Yeah.
And no questions?
Sorry to be all this trouble.
That's all right. We're used to it, aren't we, Jonesy?
Yeah.
Paper cause a lot more trouble than this, believe me.
Is Ben in trouble?
Well, we don't know yet.
It's just that I didn't know where else to go, and I wanted to talk to someone about.
About what?
Things.
What sort of things? About what happened the other night?
Why do I feel I have to do what he wants me to?
Who?
Why does this happen to me?
Are you talking about sex?
It's not that he isn't very good to me, he is. He always has been. He's very kind and loving.
You're not talking about Ben, are you?
I can't say. I can't tell you.
It's okay.
Ben, this is so delicious. What else can you cook?
Well, that is one mixed up kid.
How is she?
Not good. She's being abused.
She's what?
Not by you, by someone else.
Did she say that?
Well, she said enough for us to know something very serious is going on in her life.
And so she pointed the finger at me to draw attention to it.
She wanted us to know, but she can't, or she's too frightened to talk about it.
But it's been going on for a while.
Did she give any indication as to who it was?
No, but remember what I was telling you, Paige, about what I saw at the pool?
About Chloe and the father.
Yeah, and she definitely wasn't happy to be going home tonight.
So the father did it. Ben's in the clear.
I'm going for a drive.
Ben.
I'm going to have it out with them.
You're only going to make matters much worse.
What are we supposed to do, turn our backs?
No.
Because that's probably what everybody else has been doing.
No, we'll deal with it. Properly. Okay?
This better be good.
Chloe indicated to me that she has been the victim of sustained sexual abuse. My suspicion is that it may be the father.
And what makes you think that? Did she say it was him?
No, but if it's not someone very close to her.
Well, then it could be anyone, couldn't it? They could be an uncle, a school teacher, Even a member of the police force, I might remind
If
you.
it was Ben Stewart, then I don't think she would have gone to him like that. It seems she trusts him.
And you couldn't discover this before I called in ESD.
They should have been contacted when this all started, sir.
Be that as it may, Sergeant, you now have an active investigation that does not involve Ben Stewart. Solve it and he's clear. Get moving.
So, you got Chloe's statement. She named that man Stewart. What else do you want?
Well, we believe that statement may be false.
She wouldn't make it up. She's too upset for it to be a lie.
Oh, we believe that Chloe is being abused. We're looking for information about other men in Chloe's life.
What other men?
What about your husband?
Michael?
Has there ever been any difficulty there? Has your daughter ever come to you with a problem about her father?
Wait, are you suggesting that Michael has been molesting Chloe?
We do need to ask these questions.
Only because you are looking for someone else to blame.
Can we just go back to the family situation?
No, look, this is a waste of time.
Has your husband ever displayed any inappropriate behaviour towards Chloe?
Michael doesn't show sexual interest in anyone or anything. My husband has a very low libido. If you are looking for a sexual predator, forget about Michael.
We have a perfectly satisfactory sexual relationship.
Not in your wife's opinion.
Find it deeply offensive that this is even being discussed.
Unfortunately, we do have to ask these questions.
If anyone's got a problem, it's Maria. She's the one not interested in sex.
So, if you have a healthy sex drive and your wife's...
What are you saying?
Have you ever had any sexual contact with your daughter?
How can you even suggest that?
Ever fondled her?
No!
Never asked her to touch you or anything like that?
That is the vilest, most disgusting thing that has ever been said to me.
Okay, sit down, Mr.
I don't have to
Miles.
stay and listen to this. I'm
Sit
leaving.
down. You can leave when we say you can leave.
I used to go to Chloe's a lot, when we were still friends, I guess.
What was it like there?
Well, like how?
How does she get on with her mum and dad?
Well, her dad spoils her rotten, always giving her things and sucking up.
And how did Chloe respond?
She acts like she hates the attention, but she would.
So when you said yesterday that Chloe gets all this attention, did you mean from her father?
Not just him.
Who else?
She gets extra coaching. She gets to go away on all the trips. If she loses, she gets psychological counselling, just because she pretends to be such an angel. The rest of us get nothing.
So that's why you lied about having sex with Senior Constable Stewart? You were jealous of the attention Chloe was getting?
Well, why should she have everything?
What do you think about the things Chloe said about Ben?
Ben's not like that.
What about Chloe's father? Is he like that?
No, he's just pathetic.
Gretel, who supervises these special trips, organises these counselling sessions?
Who do you think? Ray. I could be just as good as her if I got as much special treatment.
He picked her as an Olympic champion. Do you understand what that means?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, well, this is her future, and Ray gave her that.
But you never felt there was anything inappropriate in his relationship with Chloe?
No,
She never said anything?
never. Ray, he isn't interested in girls Chloe's age. I mean, why would he be?
You think he's interested in you?
Oh, God, Michael. Just because he makes you feel inadequate?
No, he's not the one who makes me feel inadequate.
Why don't you just tell everyone?
I saw him coming out of Chloe's room once.
What?
I saw him coming out of Chloe's room once.
You never mentioned that.
Because he had a plausible excuse. I don't know how I could have been so blind.
No, it's impossible.
We trusted that man. We treated him like a member of our family.
We're going to need to speak to Chloe again.
She's at training.
Okay, we'll need one of you to be present.
Hey, I'll come.
Oh, just in the facilities like any citizen?
We've got it covered.
I haven't. Unfinished business.
Oh, no, go home.
You bastard! I trusted you!
Miles!
Come on! I'm sorry, Chloe. I didn't realise it. I didn't know. It didn't even occur to me.
I don't know what
what you're talking about.
Please, Chloe, tell the police.
I did tell them.
Hello, Chloe.
Chloe, what you said about Senior Constable Stewart in your statement, it wasn't true, was it? You made it up?
Is there anyone who has been pressuring you to have sex with him?
Was it him? Was it Ray?
Yes.
How long has this been going on?
Since I was 12.
Why didn't you tell us?
Because you and Mum always told me that if I was going to be a great swimmer, I had to do everything that Ray told me.
We're charging him with 32 counts of indecent assault, sexual penetration of a child under 16, and rape.
Good.
Consider yourself very lucky, Stuart. I've got you off the hook. Again. I've informed Ethical Standards that Pearson's being charged. That should be the end of the matter as far as you're concerned.
Stewart was never actually on the hook as far as we were concerned, sir.
Yes. Now, I know it's pointless saying this, Stuart, but this is not the Salvation Army, and you are not obliged to be charitable to every needy person you meet. Good evening.
Well, I'd say it's pub time.
Yeah, drinks are on Ben, considering all the trouble you've put us to.
I'm bowing out. I've got a house guest. I'll see ya. Yeah.
Thanks.
I can't get over it, you know. You look exactly the same.
Yeah. In this light, maybe.
Same as I remember you. You know that part of me's always been with you, Angel. You think maybe if things hadn't ended before they began, then maybe...
Then maybe we might have made it. You know, I've never loved anyone the way I loved you.
How sweet. Who the hell are you? Get out! Oh! Get your filthy hands off my wife.